So our club is like a just undergrad student club. We have like regularly 30-ish member. We are also transforming into a Bull City DAO right now. But as a club, right, we definitely want to educate students of what essentially is blockchain and how like this fundamental infrastructure will perhaps change the whole, let's say, financial system or even the internet. As for the work I do personally, I am engaging with a research that is basically designing a SGX-based PBS protocol to help Ethereum to achieve full PBS in protocol. It will be super interesting if we see a, I don't know, a blockchain-powered network that works as fast as internet, so we can migrate essentially all of the apps that we're seeing today to a more decentralized platform. My name is Yan. I'm from Duke University. I'm representing the Duke Blockchain Lab, which is a student club, and I'm also having research work on SGX-based PBS. So our club is like a just undergrad student club. We have like regularly 30-ish member, which come regularly for weekly workshops and meetups. We will have like interesting protocols come over to do workshops with us, both technical work or just, I don't know, random projects updates. We are also transforming into a Bull City DAO right now because we want to have some hands-on work by students to do investing and also token delegation. So that is a big focus of us right now. As for the work I do personally, I am engaging with a research that is basically designing a SGX-based PBS protocol to help Ethereum to achieve full PBS in protocol. Yeah, so SGX is a processor developed by Intel that is a trusted hardware where it separates part of your RAM to do some computation that is fully encrypted, so nobody knows what's going on there. PBS, proposal builder separation, would be like a way that you can separate effectively the builders and proposers so that when builders are building the blocks, they will not need to worry about proposers stealing any of the MEV strategy or censoring them during the block proposing period. Yeah. So for me, it's more of like a way to offset the decentralizing force of MEV and also perhaps a increasingly centralized validator ecosystem we are seeing today, right? Like Lido and some other exchange owns more than 70% of all the staking, like pools and everything. That's crazy to me. I'm not sure, 5 years seems to be a long time, but I hope that the infra level obstacles we're seeing today will be able to be solved so that we can actually achieve the TPS we want, right? And also the data availability layer will be able to contain enough information, not like right now. People are crazy about block space because that's almost the only way you can store anything on blockchain. So I feel it will be super interesting if we see a, a blockchain powered network that works as fast as internet, so we can migrate essentially all of the apps that we're seeing today to a more decentralized platform. Yeah. Higher level MEV, maximal extractable value, is just how a simplest example can be you see somebody is doing a swap and maybe you think that the swap is big enough, so you can probably get into that swap before that specific user and maybe drive up the price, and after that swap happen, you dump the token, whatever. So that's just a sandwich attack, and in this way you can get the profit from it, but that is more or less a, I guess, attack than what, majorly MEV are doing. So there's arbitrage. There are also I don't know specifically, but they do help make this market work more efficiently. As far as for specific strategy, I will probably not say that much. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
So how do you see MEV evolving in the next couple of years?
Right. I think that's super interesting. I learned a lot about it this time here specifically because I went to this modular blockchain event where I listened to Skip Protocol's demonstration of how they think they will be able to regulate MEV basically, and they will be able to control it in partner with the protocols. So protocols will be able to design what kind of MEV they're gonna support, what kind of MEV they're gonna just restrain, and that's super fascinating. Because for me, I think that will probably determine the MEV market and how when searchers, validators are trying to extract that value, how they will redistribute it. And this might create, private order flow and then perhaps new ways of doing MEV, because obviously sandwiching or some other ways won't be as profitable as before. I don't know how exactly it's gonna evolve, but I think it's gonna be interesting because it will be highly relevant to the whole protocol mechanism design. So most kiddos are interested because it's a buzzword, and then NFTs like crypto seems to be a quick way of making money. But as a club, right, we definitely want to educate students of what essentially is blockchain and how this fundamental infrastructure will perhaps change the whole, let's say, financial system or even the internet, right? And that's why we have a very strong emphasis on the technical side of things. We have a college credit class. Students can enroll it. We actually teach people right Solidity, which is really cool. And that's how we do have a few students dropped out to do their own crypto startups. I think we have a pretty vibrant ecosystem there, and we are trying very hard to onboard more students to the technical side of things. Yeah. So it's actually funny. So I'm from China, and I got into blockchain during the COVID times because for my freshman year, I wasn't able to make it to the US because of the whole regulation thing. So I got too bored doing Zoom classes. I was like, since I have that much free time, why not explore something new? I tried to become a miner, which unfortunately failed tragically because right after I got the mining racks, China announced banning all mining activity in mainland. So I got to sell them as fast as possible. And well, at that time, I was able to come to the US for school. So that's how I got introduced to blockchain, mainly from the trading side of things. But since I have the background in computer science, I just got into the developing, tech stuff. It's about the time to kind of think, whether I want to do the more academic side of things or actually going to the industry, right? So after trying out research, I'm actually rethinking about the possibility of getting a PhD. I do believe it's still super early for crypto for mass adoption, and on the infra level stuff, there are a lot of room to be improved. I feel like it will be exciting to dive deeper, basically, through the research side of things.